Good morning, class 3. Today we will be doing page 62 of the poem Who Likes the Rain. Now, in this poem, in this page, there are certain questions which you have to answer. And even the poem starts with a question: Who likes the rain? There are 4 people who like the rain in the poem. Similarly, in this part of the chapter of the page, you have to actually match the questions with the answer. How far is the nearest airport? It is 5 miles away. Where did you go on Wednesday? Where did you go on Wednesday? I went to the theatre. When is Bet coming back from Mumbai? He will come back on Sunday. What are you reading? I am reading Gulliver's Travels. Who broke the vase? Kate broke the vase. Break ka past tense broke. Vase means flower pot. So who broke the vase? Kate broke the vase. Why is little girl crying? She has hurt herself. Are you going for the picnic next week? Yes. No, I am not. Is Rajat going to participate in the competition? Yes, he is. So just match the questions with the answer. And the next question number 2 is, pair up with your partner and ask 5 questions beginning with do and does. Your partner will answer your questions and let your partner ask you 5 questions with do and does, and it will be your turn to answer those questions. Now what you have to do is, you have to answer you have to form a question, and you have to give question to one person, maybe to your mother or maybe to your father or maybe to your friend or maybe to your brother or sister, and they have to answer. Okay, like this. You have to form 5 questions. Does it rain heavily in the month of April? No, it does not. Do you like to play indoor games on a rainy day? Yes, I do. Now, the questions are starting with does or do. So you have to form 5 questions where you have to use does and do. Like, does your mother make tasty food? Yes, she does. And does your father help you in the homework? Yes, he does. Does your friend play with you? Yes, he plays. Yes, he does. So when you have to use a third person, that is, when you have to use a third person, like you have to use mother, father, friend, brother or sister, then you always use does. But when you use yourself, then you have to use do. Like, do you like to play indoor games on a rainy day? Do you like to play with me? Do you like to finish your homework on time? Do you like to visit your grandma's house? Then you always use do. So please send me videos with does and do 5 questions. You have to ask 5 questions in the video, starting with either does or do. Where the does is to be used, you should be knowing it is used with the third person, and do with you. And the answers of those questions will be given by anybody in the family, so that there is a conversation. So whosoever sends a nice conversation videos to me will be uploaded in the group. Please send it in the English homework group. Okay. With this video, you will actually understand where does and do are used. Okay. So form 5 questions and give their answers, and the answers of those questions will be given by your friend. Now let's do verbs in your alpha book. So with this we finish your Who Likes the Rain, and on Wednesday I'll be taking your live class. I was not well, so I didn't take your class. So, and we will be starting a new chapter maybe tomorrow, The Musicians of Bremen. That will be the last chapter of the English, which will be coming in your 3rd unit test. Okay, children. Now let's do the next topic of alpha book, and that will be verbs. Okay, children. Now just take out your book alpha and read verbs with me. Now, Now, what are verbs? Words that tell us about an action are called doing words. A doing word is called a verb. The verb is, am, and are different ways of saying be. They introduce a fact about a person, place, animal, or thing. They are known as main verbs. When they are the only verbs in a sentence, for example, she is a student. When we use verbs is and are with other verbs ending in ing, they are called helping verbs. For example, he is eating an apple. Now, is a main verb and eating is a helping verb. So we use verbs was and were when we talk about something that happened in the past. We use was with singular nouns and pronouns I, it, he, and she. We use were with plural nouns and the pronouns you, we, and they. So we use the verbs has and have to show that something belongs to someone or some other thing. We use the verb had to show that something belonged to someone or some other thing in the past. We also use it to talk about something that has already happened or about things that affected us. So we also use had to say what we ate or drank. For example, he had a coffee at the snack bar. Now, the form of the verb that tells us when an action takes place is called a tense. We use the simple present tense for actions as they happen. We add D and ED to the verb for actions that happen in the past. This is called simple past tense. Now, in this, you have to just revise the verbs. Replace the incorrect underlined verb with a correct one. The picture will help you. Now, Diya is not running. Diya runs to her neighbor. Diya talks to her neighbor, not runs. She's talking to the neighbor. So instead of runs, you have to write talks. The postman writes on the door. The postman knocks on the door. Knocks. Why do you have to put S? Because it is a single postman. Why do you have to use runs? Because Diya is a single person. Aman and his father drive the car. Aman and his father wash the car. Now, when there are two, we will not use drives. We will use wash. We will not use washers. Joe and Rehan kick a kite. Joe and Rehan fly a kite. So please correct the verbs, underline verbs which are incorrect, and just write it on the top of the page. So with this, we'll be doing the next page also. And till then, you have to do only the first page of verbs, and you have to form 5 questions with do and does and send me nice videos, and the question should be nice and they should be loudly spoken in the video with does and do. Okay children, thank you and have a nice day.